This is Duramax 18 horsepower electric starter I ordered on Friday night and had it Monday today about lunchtime. This is going to go in Bearcat chipper shredder to replace the 8.5 horsepower that was on there. We're going to try it and see if it works out. Shipping was quick, the packaging was good. They delivered it in a rider truck this morning, Amazon delivery. So let's see what we got here. The only thing I really had to get for it so far was the 1-inch bore pulley, because this uses 1-inch bore keyed shaft. It's a 4-inch pulley, so let's see if I can get this thing out of the box without too much trouble. Well, it looks pretty good. It is, like I said, it is quite a bit bigger. According to my calculations, the mounting pad should be close enough to fit on there. If not, I'll have to drill new holes for it. Maybe reinforce it. I will have to put a battery box in this thing on the shredder somewhere and run a battery. I already got a battery for it and a pulley, so of course it's getting ready to rain now. Feel some drops out here. So let me go grab the shredder and set it on there. See if it actually sits on there and how much spacing we're going to need for the belt. All that stuff. I have to put another plate on here. I might have to. We'll find out here in a minute. All right, mounting holes are no problem really. I'm going to have to offset it there because the crank's a little long, so I'll have to put a block. I'll just take a piece of like 1/4-inch steel, and so I can slot it and move the motor out this way a little bit, because the crank's right up against the end of the crank, sitting the body there. I mean, it is slam up against it. So it looks like if I offset it, maybe not even an inch really. Be able to fit it in there, no problem. Bolts are in there, but the crank's right up against it, so. There's so much room I got in there. Now I can get all the bolt holes in there. And I can't really slot it on this side because the hole's right up against the edge of the housing here. So we'll figure something out. All right. Well, it's gonna fit. Like I said, it's cranks right up against the housing right here. It's not even a whisker. It's hitting housing. So I'm gonna have to offset it at least. I'd like at least a 1/2 inch maybe. If I can make sure the pulley's going to line up, I might have to do 1 inch out this way. So we'll see. Let me grab the pulley. Pop these bolts back out here so I can get the pulley on. Belt's going to be too short as well, so, and I needed a new belt anyway. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to be able to slot it just enough to slide it over at least a 1/4 inch maybe. So I'm just going to slot the holes on the housing there and slide it out about a 1/4 inch, or as far as I can get it. 1/4 would be fine, 1/4 inch clearance. It's not like the motor's going to be moving in and out, or the crank shouldn't be anyway. If it is, we got problems. So I'm just going to slot those out, and hopefully that'll give me enough to slide it backwards, or this way, out away from the housing there. So hopefully no, won't have to manufacture a motor plate. If you look here, where these mounting points are right here, I'm going to slot these about probably to about here. If I can get them directly up against the case here, enough to get nuts up under here, we'll do that. Might end up using Allen head bolts up from the bottom. We'll see how we go there, but we should have enough room. We're just going to slot this one and this one this way, as far back as we need to go. Now you see it's got 8 holes here. This was for the stock small base motor. This is for the larger base motor here. So we'll slot those out. Pulley will line up just fine the way it is. We're just trying to get it from hitting the case here, because it'll wear a hole right through that. So let me go grab a die grinder. I ended up drilling 2 holes, additional holes, one here and one here to slot them. And just going to finish them off now. Now this side here, the cases are slotted on that side, so you really only have to do one side to get it to move over. They ought to be good. These are just 5/16 holes for the mounting plate on this thing. Yep, that ought to work. Let me wipe this thing off. It's starting to rain a little bit here. Let's see if that gave us enough room there. I think we're going to be fine with that. That's what we're looking like over here. I don't know if you can see where that pulley is, but got almost finger width in there now. Pulley will line up where it should be. And let's put this stuff up because it's starting to rain. We'll finish this up tomorrow sometime. The bolts in there, and can still move it around a little bit. Remember, leave enough room for you to be able to tighten the nuts on the bottom side there. So we got enough. I can get a wrench up under there and tighten them, or hold them while I tighten the tops. Then it's a fit. Now, some people are going to ask, why would you put an 18 horsepower on this thing? Yeah, well, why not? Extra torque. Got to remember, this is a chipper shredder. You're putting quite a hump on this motor here. This is the Duramax XP something or other 18 electric start, 440 cc. So it's pretty much double what came on here, or it is over double what came on here. I'm pretty well chuffed by the way it was packaged and looks compared to what I just had to return. Which, you know, they took it back, but they should have. Damn crankshaft was the wrong size, really, for where the pulley slides on. So Go get some longer bolts tomorrow. Fab up battery box and maybe some cables. Depending on where I get the box put in at. And we should be good to go. Big old gas tank on it. I don't care about all that as long as it cuts some branches. We're good. All right, let's put this thing up. We'll see you tomorrow. Probably.